I am Corinne Crabtree, as I stated. My business is the No BS Weight Loss Program. We are over 13,000 members now, and we just finished a major launch where we welcomed in over 2,000 new members, which is exciting. But I'm like many of you. I started my business 15 years ago, and I just had a passion and a desire to help other people lose weight. I had lost 100 pounds, and I had done it in a way that I had never done it before, which means I had tried lots of diets and I knew what didn't work. And just like many entrepreneurs, once I figured out what I was so sick and tired of not having in a weight loss program and figured out what I needed, I wanted to be able to help other people do the same thing. So one of the things that I want to share today that's really important when you are starting your business, if you want to figure out how to make yourself unique in the business space, it is simply this. You think about, what is it that I know and that I love doing? Like, what is my passion? What is something that, like, I know how to do it. I know what I would want to teach. I could talk about this shit all day long. And so you want to kind of take what it is that you know and that you love. And then you want to ask this question. And I think it's really smart. I actually got this from Marie Forleo. I was looking at some stuff that she was doing on YouTube. I think Marie Forleo is a great person for a lot of you to follow. It is, what is it that my customers wish they had? So like if you're in the diet industry, like for me, I wanted someone to help me like get over the hurdle of believing. Like I knew a lot of things to lose weight, but God, I was so hard on myself and I would beat myself up. And it just felt like every diet felt like a punishment. And I just wanted to lose weight easy. And I just wanted to feel better. And then the second part of the question is, what pisses my customers off? Like when you were solving your problem, if that's what you're starting a business around, when you would go out, what pissed you off? So I was sitting there thinking about this morning. And one of the things that always pissed me off about diets is they would say they're going to help you and they don't help you. Like you get in, like right now, if you join Weight Watchers, if you join Noom, if you join these things, they say they have coaches, but they don't really have coaches. They have bots. They have automated scripts. They have I feel like they're going through the motions, but if I need a lifeline and a human and somebody who gets it, you just couldn't get that. And so when I was building my business, I was really trying to address two major needs that I knew people who were losing weight were going to need, that I couldn't find anywhere else, but I found within me, which is, these ladies need to learn how to talk better to themselves. They're never going to get anywhere if they don't know how to talk better to themselves. So I knew that was going to be a key component of what made me different than the weight loss industry. And the thing that pissed me off, and was pissing clients off all the time, was that when they needed help, they just couldn't get it. They could get automated help. They could get, I would call Kool-Aid, cookie cutter help and stuff, but they couldn't get human. And they couldn't get that feeling of like, we're in this together, true community. So when I created my business, it was going to be on those foundations. It's also what I enjoy. I've always loved bringing people together. I've always enjoyed, I'm kind of an extrovert. I've always enjoyed that part. I like talking. So I just made sure that I created my business around what I love doing and what I knew my customers would love. Now, that also means that you are going to alienate a lot of people. There are going to be people who don't want to believe in themselves. They just want a food plan. Well, they go somewhere else. You're going to, the thing that you want to remember is that through pushing away the right people, you are going to be happier doing your work, showing up for people who are going to be very happy to have it. That is a beautiful combination to have. So 15 years ago, that's how I started. All free stuff on the internet that I could find. I didn't pay for anything in the very beginning. I had $0 to invest. We didn't have any money for me to start a business. All I could do was I had a laptop that from a past job, they didn't even want that thing anymore and they let me keep it. It was so busted. But I found free shit on the internet. And this was even before we had Facebook. This is before we had Google. We just didn't have a lot of resources, but I was crafty. I knew that I wanted to help people. And I just kept that in my mind. For several years, my business did not make any money. I had what's called a jobby, which is what my friend Chris Plackey says is a combination between a hobby and a job. Now, I did that for a long time. I did love working. I was bringing in some money, but it was costing me just as much to run the business as it was to bring in some money. And I made a decision in 2015 that I was no longer going to have a jobby, that I was actually going to turn this into a real business. That meant I had to start making decisions on how much was I really going to charge. Maybe that was going to piss some people off that I had in my membership at the time who was like, I don't want you to grow. I want you to stay really small. I want it to just be the, 100 of us for the rest of our lives. But I knew that I wanted to help more people. So I had to start thinking about my business like a business. So I did all of that. And it took me from 2015 to 2022 to build the business that you have in front of you now. From 2007 to 2015, I did learn a lot. And if I could change one thing, it would be that from the very beginning, that I would have taken my business seriously and not think poorly of myself, like I didn't have enough to offer.